How about now? How about now? Okay, well, I think we at least got my audio. Not sure what's up with the Railroader's audio. Can anyone hear? If you can hear me, that's fine. Can you hear the game? This was working last time. I don't know what happened. I guess we'll just go with it and hope for the best. Welcome back to the Andrews and Eastern. We are at the close of a day. We're almost ready to go get a bigger engine. We're just going to do a little bit of shenaniganery first. Starting with, we want to reduce that as much as we can. So we're going to start paying that back. And then I guess afterwards we'll just take out loan. Actually, no, we should probably keep some money in reserve. And now we've got a car full of repair parts here. I want to get it emptied. So we're going to wait 6 hours. Gonna go another hour or two. Okay, we've flipped the day. It's not quite ready to go. And our money has, in fact, changed. Yep, so tomorrow we'll be able to do our thing. Which engine is in the way? I think that we've got 2 engines in the way. So let's start by waypointing you. Just go up here for now. And then you... Actually, we'll just manually run you back to the interchange. And I think we've also fixed all our stuff. Yes. Again, if the audio balance is not working, please comment in the chat. And once these are in, we will finally roll fully to the next day, and we'll get a new engine. And we'll want it because also what I did is I upped Robinson Gap to the next tier, which means we're about to get a lot more coal cars. And that means we're gonna need a lot more power. And since my plan is to try and clear that wreck that's up past Hemmingway, that one, we're gonna need a lot more repair parts. So I want to get this thing interchanged now. Actually, since this engine's already full as well, so let's just leave it here, and then we'll finish rolling the day. Alright, and actually I'm going to have you go grab your train. And that way when the day rolls, you'll be ready to roll first. we sleep, and we got 25 cars. That's a lot of cars. But first things first. No, that's not what we want. That's what we want. Time to get the new engine. The D85. We're going to need more money. I think our discount actually... Yeah, we don't get much of a discount because we still have so much broken stuff. Which we knew about. So, we're going to go take out loan again. Oh. This is about as much loan as I really want to take out. And the new engine is... Oh, we got stuck behind stuff. So we're going to have to pull some stuff out first. And I think it's going to take a moment to load in. So while we wait for it to load in, get our passenger train ready. Hy-Vee to the depot. I still haven't done timetables for anything just because everything's still changing. We're constantly adding more bits of railroad. So let's figure out our switching plan here. I guess we'll start... Let's start by just grabbing these and getting them out of the way. Maybe I'll have you... Just come around to here. But yeah, there it is. The D85. This is based on a fictional model built by the great modeler John Allen for his Gory and Defeated Railroad. Okay, so all this is for the paperboard, or the paper plant. We don't actually have a whole lot going over the hill, but we're going to send all three main engines there, nonetheless. It is, in fact, the Gory and Defeated 410. This might be a bit much for you at the moment, so we're going to do that. I just want you to come up to here for now. Actually, no, we're going to move you further. Let's go further, because that other engine's going to need to come up and fuel up. Passenger train appears to be... Nope, still loading. And highball. You know where you're going. I'm not too worried about you. So let's get you to manual, and you need, you're gonna need coal and water. 85,000 pounds of tractive effort. I want to give you a bigger whistle. How about that? Nope, that one's broken. It is, in fact, Gory and Defeated on purpose. And that's how it's meant to be pronounced. Sure. Let's go with that. It was a joke name he came up with and apparently eventually got very tired of. But it was the way he described his railroad after trying to cross the Achenbach mountain range. Let's get this thing watered up. It's going to take a while. So I think what we'll do is... Oh, hello, Texas Rail fan. The problem is I think I've got 2 whistle mods. I think all of this is in Greninjas, but there might have been another one I downloaded. And I can't remember. Yes, Celestial, the Gory Undefeated is indeed the original ES&D type name. As has been often said, everything's been done before. So I think what we'll do, we'll keep the Decapod with the Nantahala cars. We'll send you to get the coal cars. And then I think what we also want to do is have this engine take that and head up to the wreck site. And then we'll again have the Mikado doing its thing with the pulpwood and the Skookum switching the paperboard. We'll at least have the Gory and Defeated engine pull the cars out to paperboard. So yeah, we'll give the other train some more time. This thing's going to take a while to coal and water up. I should have thought of that. And now everything's kind of just blocked. Okay, well, what we will have you do is I'll have you go back to the station and clear this crossover. Yeah, so some of the whistle mods require Unity Mod Manager, which is what I use. There might be some that either don't use Unity Mod Manager, or they use Railloader or another thing. So I'm not sure what to say there. And it's also possible some are just outdated or broken with the experimental branch, which is what I use. So let's waypoint you to here. Pork cake. That's an interesting thought. I don't think I'd want to taste that cake. The good news is we finally cleared out all the broken cars from the last train wreck. 21 degrees, yeek. Not fun. We had a bunch of those last week. We got maybe not to 21, but it got into the 20s here in the Northwest. And I got pinged. Why did I get pinged? Because Angry is... Oh. Angry has decided to stream tonight, too. Streaming pretty late. It's like 9 o'clock his time. Sheesh. Okay, well, it's full on water. Let's get it loaded up on coal. It's going to take a lot of coal. We might have to bring the hopper back from Nantahala. You've got your thing. I don't know where you find rail loader. Like I said, I don't use it. I've heard bad things about it. Apparently it has some Trojan virus-like qualities. So, let's just get you up to here first. I know there are people who use Railloader, but I know nothing about it, and at the moment, I don't really plan to use it. I'm waiting for Unity mod for either native mod support built into the game, or wait for track mods to get added with Unity Mod Manager. Yes, yes, Angry. I know, you decided to stream too. B. Dylan Hall is someone who bakes stuff from old cookbooks, and a lot of them are bad. I mean, it is old cookbooks, and it probably doesn't help if your ingredients are as old as said cookbook. Alright, where... Okay, pasture train is there. So I think once you're past, like, we'll have you... How about this? I'm gonna waypoint you up to here, and then once you're on the main line, you can also just, like, eyeball. And I'll just have to try and keep an eye on all those trains. Lots of coal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go retrieve the coal hopper from the other end. Or, since I have money, let's just do this. We'll make it... Yeah, we can afford the bigger one. Yeah, I would go to the Railroader Discord. I'm not actually in that Discord. I probably should be. We're gonna set this to unload at Andrews and load here. And that, now we have 3 hoppers, and that ought to keep things good. And you are almost full. Yeah, the experimental branch is definitely fun to play with. They've added more buildings, they've added more details. They've got some fun features like, for example, waypoint mode. I honestly use it way too much now. Once you're clear... well, let's get the other train taken care of. So this is our repair car. We need that to retrieve the broken stuff up by Hemmingway. So get going. Pasture train is approaching Roto. Oh, okay, and we've got 1 car right ahead to interchange. And honestly, I think I'm just going to have you head out too. I'd love to say, got a big day tomorrow. It's going to be icy. Alright, have a good night, Texas Rail fan. Stay safe. We'll get our pulpwood engine ready to go too. And it consumed all the pulpwood we brought yesterday, and we brought more than it normally takes. Not even sure we get pulpwood cars remaining. Oh no, it still has 2 cars left. We're gonna do some sorting with those. Okay, so 34 is going to get everything brought up. Okay, that whistle is getting annoying. I think I am going to change it again. I really should figure out which one this works. How about a Loki Liner 3? Nope, that's even worse. Santa Fe. I do like the Santa Fe one. We'll use the Santa Fe one. Trains are heading out. You select you. Come back to here. I'm gonna throw a couple of these on the repair track. Maybe. There was like a couple. Yeah, so that one needs to go to the repair track. But all the rest, I think, are fine. We're going to knock this one over here, and then it'll go to the repair track. It's just a little too low for my taking. Now, since pretty much everything we're hauling over is, pretty much everything we're hauling over the pass is low or empties. There's like maybe a couple loads involved. I'm not really worried about getting trains over the pass at the moment. I'm worried about getting them back. So you go, and I want you to drop all of this here for now. The Skookum can sort it out, and then you can head over the hill with the coal cars. Just to check. Okay, so yeah, we got 2 trains in close proximity. Third one going up the hill. We're gonna watch our big engine for a bit. I always try to rush switching to paperboard, and I really don't need to. I need to rush getting the pulpwood. But I don't really need a rush switching up to paperboard. 898 tons. Some of that is the engine itself. What's the song they used in the trailer? It was late 65 at the old Lovesey yard where she was commissioned to haul the black car. Okay, I'm normally a better singer than that. I apologize. Much better. Now you can actually read that. It does go through a lot of water, it feels like. I guess it's sort of a necessary balance trade-off thing. At its waypoint, we'll get it switching pulpwood pretty quick. Just as a reminder, we tiered up the paper plant last time to tier 3, so it takes a lot of cars. I think we also tiered up some of these other ones to 3 as well. These cars was also ready to go. Yeah. The other one's pretty close. We might wait to switch that until we can get the other car too. Oh yeah, in case you're not on the experimental branch, they added this industry to this spur. This track was always here, but they added the grain farm. It was a bit inconvenient for me. I'd been storing some other cars there. Shove all this in here. I think the last 3 cars are for grain and speed. Again, Skookum can get those in a bit. That is such a cool engine. It looks kind of silly. That boiler is very high above the drivers. Fit that gargantuan Wooten firebox. But oh man, it looks cool. There's a reason John Allen's known as being a legend. So we've got cars going to like half the facility, so let's see. We got 2 pickups there. We got 2 pickups there. Okay, only those 4 pickups because... Only those 4 pickups because we grabbed a whole lot last night. Okay, so while you go back and get your cars, let's have this guy set to work. So I'm going to have you set that car out there. And then we'll just grab all the other ones and get going. Oh. Guess I should tell you to get some speed, huh? So we got 1 car going there. SH, isn't that, I think that's the other end, right? Yeah, so those 3 got to go to the other side. These 4 go over here. Oh, that one goes over there too. That's convenient. Is that car ready to go? Not quite. Just to check, okay. Passenger train is... Well, let's see. Passenger train is left Topton. The other 2 trains are making their way up the mountain. Hopefully they can also get down the mountain. It is not really efficient to have so many engines running that way. But the Decapod needs to switch these 2 places. The D85 is going to switch that one. And then our train the wrecked equipment is limited to 15 miles an hour, so I don't want it slowing everything else down. So now go back and start grabbing all these other cars. And I'm actually, and even though this engine is going to be ready first, the D85, I think I will have the pulpit train go out first, because this is quite a few cars. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12 cars. I guess it can probably make it. Might have a good idea to I have the D85 ready to shove on the back, though. We can wait. We're not in a rush. We got plenty of time. I haven't even scheduled another interchange yet. So grab the other ones. And then we'll run around, and I think we will have Itch shove cars down this way so that they can get grabbed. Recreate the thumbnail shot, approximately. It's a bit far ahead for that. Message from Alaska Railroad, I don't care. Or not Alaska Railroad, Alaska Airlines. Is that what I said? I don't know. First train is at top, then second one's about a mile behind. Passenger train is heading down the hill. Nice thing is all this stuff is so light, it doesn't really need to stop for Cola and Antahala. Have I really been streaming 30 minutes already? Sheesh. Alright, roll these up to about Layersville. Have you ever noticed that all the buildings here are just the same one rotated around? And I'm pretty sure also the exact same building that's at Appalachian in Bryson. I noticed that a few sessions ago. And now I can't unsee it. Hopefully one day we get like actual good buildings. And also actual pulpit texture. I guess as long as we're waiting. Take Skookumchuck up. I try not to AI Skookum too much because it slips. In fact, I think what's going to happen is, after this session, the Mikado's going to become the Andrew Switcher. The C46 is going to become the Pulpwood engine. The D46 will continue being this engine. And then we'll just have the D85 take care of Robinson and West Bryson. At least until we get into Bryson proper. Better not take that switch too fast. Incidentally, if you are a fan of more than just train stuff, after this, go check out my latest video on the steamer Virginia 5 on Lake Union. I had a lot of fun making it. I know the algorithm doesn't like it, but I have a lot of fun making it. Oh, slip. The algorithm has figured out that I'm a train person, so it doesn't seem to like sharing ship things. But that's a cool ship. So now you... waypoint yourself to there. I'm gonna wait for the orders. Good thing I gave that thing enough space. Yeah, I want to get the pulpit out more than I want to get the other place switched efficiently. Otherwise, then maybe I'd keep it down there and just have it grab the other stuff. But I want to get the pulpwood out, and I want to get the coal out. And right now, I'm making the coal wait. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this stream. I try and do these roughly every Tuesday-ish. We'll probably miss them in the future. We're not going to grab all this in one bite, I don't think. We'll pull it up. Once the pulpit train is clear, we'll pull it all up. But we're not going to grab all of it, or switch all of it in one go. We'll start by grabbing these cars and that one. That one just goes here, and the other ones will kick down. Then we'll take these, which are only drops. And then we'll take these 4, because we'll need a switch out here. Yep. Nantahala. So now I'm actually going to take a moment and make sure you know where you're going, because you only need to come to here for now. Now, sometimes the waypoint mode doesn't like it if there's another train already in the path. So you do have to be a little careful with it. Okay, R. But usually it's not an issue. Alright, and now you gotta go all the way to Graham County. And then we've got, looks like 6 cars, but the Mikado can only take them up in 4-car blocks. So it'll be 4, and then 2. Well, the 2 will probably wait till we have more cars so I can come back. Let's hold on. No, actually no. But we were gonna... Can we get all this moved out? And that's a lot of weight, I don't think so. We'll start with just the top ones. Skookum is not very strong. The D85 is worth more than 3 of her. And speaking of the D85, offset the giant. Down on the line. See what happens. sure the switch throws back too. Very overpowered for this cut, but coming back will be another story. I'm gonna pay back a bit more loan. Remember, according to our thing up here, we do need to pay off all the debt at some point. This is just going to make it easier because we don't have to burn quite so much fuel. Alright. Everything's out. Let's get Skookum rolling. I feel kind of bad because I keep advertising the stream as this and that. We're going to see this, we're going to see that. And then we always start by switching out the paper plant. But there's not a lot to do until other trains reach their destination, so... there it goes. First, we're going to do some kicking. And then we'll do some more kicking after that. So we kick those. And then we kick that. And then we go back and get more cars, and we'll do some actual switching. Also trying to keep an eye on that and all our other trains. So yeah, you're on your way up. You're doing fine. Other train is in Nantahala, so once we've dropped these cars, I think we'll take a break and go deal with it. I didn't actually see where its cars are bound for in Nanta. But I think we need to grab some stuff out of the power plant. Which is the, power plant is, yeah. Power plant is that one, so we may as well switch it going facing the right way. Yeah, close enough. I think Skookum can probably pull all this up. At least to a point where we can deal with it a bit better. Oh, forgot to stop you. You're still at 100%, you're fine. And I totally forgot to oil the bearing, check the bearings on all those other cars. Hopefully 34 doesn't run into any issues. In fact, actually, I think I am going to go check that. I know I said I don't like to AI this thing, but we're going to. For just a moment. Oh, yeah, let's select you and tell you to stop. I know you're on the hill, but you're also getting kind of close to the pulpit train. Oh. That's right, it was auto-engineered. It oiled everything up already. Silly me. But yeah, see, there's the wheel slip. Alright. Let's grab you. Guess we're just gonna have to grab you all at once, aren't we? We do have 2 cars ready to go. Let's go there. We're not going to try and get that one. We'll hit that one when we come back through town, because we'll be facing the right way for it. And we can put the Hewitt cars on the other end. Yeah, this is why I want to switch the Mikado back, because the Mikado isn't going to slip. Just for kicks. What's ready to go at Hewitt? Anything? 2 cars there. And 1 each there. So we do, in fact, have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming back. And it's all loads. And it's uphill. And that's why we got the D85. More power! More power! You can tell I watched Home Improvement growing up. Okay. Back to you. Just try and ignore some of the other stuff that you're not technically supposed to know about yet. Do that now. So there, now all the stuff that you don't need to know about, you don't have to worry about. That stuff's all wrecked further up. I think I'm finally finished adding wrecked stuff for me to deal with later. Ten's running... Oh. Oh. I forgot to fill up the 10 before we left. Well, if it can at least make it here, we can run it down to Nantahala afterwards. And if not, then, you're on shove duty. I forgot, the Mikado was in the shop the whole time. I think it can make it up the hill. Back to 12. But yeah, I think the Mikado's gonna have to run to Nantahala for water pretty quick. Fortunately, like I said, it's all downhill once you're up from Topton. So if it can get over Topton and have a little bit left at Graham County, it'll be fine. What we might end up doing once we get to Bryson is we'll just make the helper here also the switcher for here. Because again, it's mostly empties going up the hill. So with a sufficiently strong engine, we don't need a helper on the Bryson in too badly. In other news, if you live in the Pacific Northwest, I will be at the United Northwest Model Railroad Club show in Monroe, Washington this weekend. Come find me. You're not going to, but come find me if you can. So now we need to move the other cars out of the way so that we can drop a car there. And then we need to just bring everything back out. And then we gotta run up to the limestone plant. And then we gotta come back here and switch to the lumber company anyway. Who's been working on the railroad all the livelong day? Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Bang. I think we're fine. No, wait. Wrong car. Ah! I need this car to go there. Ah. You knew that. Okay, I'm losing patience here. I think 10's gonna be fine. Let's get this one switched out. Counter thrust. I'll counter thrust. And it's still registered in. I was trying to avoid that. YOLO! As I've stated, that was in fact a real short line down in California. Only lived once. Now I think it's part of Sierra Northern? Ugh, hit that one a bit hard. Trying to do too many things at once. It's only a little dented. It'll be fine. Alright, you need to go to Hewitt. think he's gonna make it. It's gonna be close. Alright. Let's get the crew rolling. So this car's got to get bumped over here. Then we got to pull those two out. And if we go for the usual plan, our session will end, or our stream will end right about the time our passenger train reaches Hemmingway. That's typically when I end, and then I do a stream showing what happens as it's coming back. And, okay, you're over the hill, so you're fine. Alright, so you take those cars over to these cars. Just for kicks. Let's go look at the grain silo. Not quite. It's pretty close. And now let's go take a look at our big engine. Has not loaded in. Because it's, for whatever reason, the D85, if it's not immediately in your sight, or if it leaves render distance, it de-renders, and it just takes a long time to render back in. You did use quite a bit of water going up, but not much coal. How much water do you have? You are, yeah, you're gonna cut this close. But I think you're gonna make it. Okay, yeah, you made it, so. Once the big engine's done, you can follow it down. Stop. Okay, yeah. Speaking Speaking of which, 12 might need to get out of the way pretty soon. Or it'll have to drop a flare. $400 gallons of water. That ought to get it to Nantahala. And we can start grabbing pulpit cars. And then we just hope we remember it and it doesn't run too far. 601, you're following a bit close there. I'm going to throw you in the siding and make you hold on for a moment. Give 30 some time to do its thing. So... I think what I want to do... I'm going to put these ones here. This one's going to end up sandwiched. There's not much I can do about that. My goal is I want this one as close to the front of the train as possible, so that when I go back and switch Nantahala again, I'm not dragging half the Kansas with me. I really want to grab the minimum number of cars. I'll just manual this. Okay, you're stopped. I'm trying to remember to get you going again soon. Skookum's taking a rest break too. In other train game related news, the other day, on one of Heiss's streams, someone suggested the game Infinite Rails. Now, I don't know if the Birdman is going to test it out, but I decided to go do so. It just launched on Steam, or the demo for it just launched on Steam last Thursday? Pretty recently. So I went to check it out. It's a fun little game. In the there's not a whole lot to the demo right now, but it is a demo. Half the point of the demo is just to show off what can be done. And you're gonna roll if I don't stop you. Whew, barely stopped that time. But yeah, it's a fun little game. It's it's kind of like Railroads Online in that Infinite Rails is a railroad builder. You start out with a blank map and you're basically building to your heart's content. The equipment in the demo right now is a diesel, a little tiny little German diesel, a couple types of German train car, passenger car, a flat car, and a few variants of tank wagon, and then some props you can place. It sounds like the idea is that as you explore the map, you find places to connect to, and then you can actually haul things between them for money. Right off the bat, it has one thing that I think makes it better than Railroads Online, and that is the fact that you can cut into the terrain. No more trying to figure out how to build all your stuff over the terrain. You can cut through it. And that by itself is so good. Like, I really feel like I cannot stress enough how good it is that you can cut into the terrain to build your stuff in Infinite Rails. It is so good. So, you know, if you're interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below, and maybe next stream I'll skip this and I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a special stream for it. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Probably not the latter for a bit. I want to give the demo more time to congeal, let's say. More time to get tested, played out, maybe add a few things to it. Alright, drop a flare here so that the other engine doesn't go too far. And now for a very fast runaround. Because we want to make sure we get this thing run around before a big train shows up. And it's showing up quick. Once it has shown up, we're fine. Oh, it's closer than I thought. I keep forgetting. We're actually really close to... Halo here. Okay, we are fine. All the flare. It's all good. Wait and watch the other train come by. And then I need to actually go tell 601 to go do something, so... That could be good thumbnail material. Alright, let's go get 10 taken care of real quick. Pick up the fusee. So I want you, when you get up here, you need to come up to here. Oh, let's pull you a little farther up, because then you can back up the line to where the wreck is. And here's all the cars that are trying to get to Bryson, Ela, and other places. Now then, where were we? Right. Switching! Really ought to just call one of these videos the Great Switching Festival. You can definitely tell we've got weight in this train. Oh, that's 150 tons of weight just right there. And we're picking up more. Yeah, anyway, Infinite Rails, like I was saying, free-to-play demo, go check it out, it's kind of fun. I think it'll be better once it releases into early access. I've already started building a world and exploring what you can do. I'd say my biggest complaint at the moment is that there is virtually no sound. Like, you're playing in it, there's just next to nothing. If a storm rolls in, you'll hear it. If you throw a switch, it does make a sound effect. But everything else, it's quiet and it's unnerving. There was another complaint I had, and I can't remember what now. I did discover that if your train runs out of your character's render distance, it stops. It basically just vanishes from the map and then loads back in later. Which is kind of funky. I think we're just going to get all this sorted right now. Oh, maybe not. Go take care of 10 again. You should get cold up and then head back and start dragging pulpwood up the hill. I'm gonna have to grab that back pretty soon anyway. Man, I really did get the coal train out late. I'm realizing that now. Although I also got the passenger train out pretty fast, so that's also part of it. Coal train's got a while to go yet. Too soon. So now we'll get this part of the train sorted, settled out. And I guess as long as we're running stuff around, we'll have Skookum Chuck get ready to sort out the last bit of train down here. Not quite had your fill of coal, but you're almost there. All right. Head back up to Graham County. These cars are already almost full. And now we'll come up to here. And we'll get this thing ready to flip around. I don't think I ever set the markers. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. You have bastards to take back at least. Alright, hang on. Now we put back the other cars. We'll leave the boxcar with them for a moment. Shove these two onto the train, and then we'll grab everything and take it back. And hope it fits. We may have to shove this back just a little bit more. Chance to sit on the grid and do it for me? No, because no, there's too much air. Alright, everything's reaching its waypoints. You're gonna have to wait till the train comes back. Actually, no. I think you're gonna need extra time. So I think the repair crew's gonna need all the time it can get to get the other train set up. So I'm gonna have you start heading off. Wreck site is ugh. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. I'd say something went too fast around this corner. Poor old C55. On the upside, 2 parts box cars. Oh, a parts box car at least. I don't know if we get 2 out of it. It is nice to be able to waypoint multiple things at once and then just kind of do a set and forget. I really ought to try not to make a habit of it. Okay, 30's at its spot. Bonk. That might be Atom clear. I'm going to shove it back just a little more. So the narrow train is actually... No, we kind of got the empty car front. Oh well. The narrow train is at least set up so that we can switch a Union Lumber Company, probably in the next episode, without too much difficulty. So 1 needs to be told to go again. 10 will need to be told to go again. Go. Try it there. I'm guessing. Jesus saves. Be like Jesus, folks. Let's get you down here. You can pass the fusee. I'm gonna have the freight train go into the hole at Brooks. Ten is picking up its first cut of cars. Excellent. Take these 4 cars and head to Topton. I can never remember how far I want to drop them. Just take them to there. I know, we will manual that. So nothing's going to need moving for a hot second. So we can afford to just manual that. Yeah, this is going to be slightly longer of a stream than I was really expecting, but oh well. Actually, maybe I should wait and do the 2-hour delay before I grab all these cars. It might give me another one that needs to go out. Nah, it was going to get fixed anyway. Alright, open time window. 1 hour. You're going the wrong way. Give that hour some time to digest, load passengers, and then we'll do another. Yeah, see? Now all of those are ready to go out. And that one! Woo! I think you'll be fine speed-wise. So, back to Hemmingway. You. Release handbrake. You. Tie your air in. We'll get the marker lamps actually set. 8, 17, 35. Road. Reverse. Full beans. Guess we'll at least wait till these two trains meet, and then we'll end the session. We'll get let's also get 12 watered up and out of the way. Didn't quite make it. Spotting at this tower, you really can't do automatically. I think I've maybe done it once. Make sure switches are still good. Switches are still good. Yeah, next session we'll get that loaded or re-railed, and then you can start the long trek back, which will probably take more than one session as well. Put that all the way down. Then we'll have this stack on top of... Or, no. I'll figure it out. Ten's almost ready. 12's almost ready. I could just about use another person to run this railroad. I always say that, but it's always true. Alright. You high ye to here. Let's get 10 first. And I just got pinged in the heist Discord. I don't know why. Go back and get more cars. Yeah, I want this car over there, not here, because then otherwise it'll make it hard to switch things out. This car needs to go to the repair track, so I want it with all the other stuff to go into the repair track. And I bet if I check... Yep, that's both ready to go out. 12's just going to sit there for a bit. So we're really just waiting on 34 and 30. I can only take so much of that. And then I can cause it. I am a professional. Or at least someone who's done this enough times, I should know better. Actually, I'm going to let it there. We're going to end the stream. We're going to watch 34 get past. We're going to save real quick. And then we will pick it up again probably next Tuesday, I would assume. Oh, nope, I already threw that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Beautiful, running meat. Didn't even have to stop. Alright, I'm going to tell this guy exactly where he needs to go. Already got some cars for him to pick up. And we are going to leave it at that. So, folks, hope you had a good show. Have a good night. We will catch you next time. Until then, take care.